Welcome to class. I'm going to talk briefly about some practice you can do before class begins. So there's some questions. You just briefly look at this to see whether you can prove which one proves the conjecture incorrect or shows a counterexample. Okay, so questions 59 and 61 right here. You can pause the video at those. And questions 60 and 62. Okay, so there's some conjectures. Um, we're gonna move into the 2-2. This is statements, conditions, and five conditionals. Okay, and there's actually a PowerPoint for this, so we are going to look at that PowerPoint right now. So skip up, and the PowerPoint is going to basically be a good summary of this. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be talking about statements, conditions, and five conditionals. Okay. Now, a statement is a sentence that is either true or false. Okay. So the truth value, meaning whether it's true or false, the statement is either true or false. There's no other possibility. Okay. So if you make a statement, like let's say the sky is green, well, either that statement's true or false. They can't be both at the same time. Statements are often represented by using letters such as P or Q. This is actually a logical thing, logical reason behind why we use P, Q, and others, because most of the other letters of the alphabet before this have been used for other geometric or mathematical reasons. Okay. Okay. Find the truth value of the statement P. A rectangle is a quadrilateral. Is this a true statement? Is this T or is this F? Well, I hope you said T, because yes, that is true. Now negation means to cancel. You have a statement, it's the opposite meaning, okay? As well as the opposite truth value. Okay. So I'm actually going to briefly show you what that looks like. So I'm actually going to show you truth tables. I might do something about it, but showing you truth tables here. Sorry, okay. So we have a statement P. Okay, P has truth values T and F. Okay. Now the negation of P is denoted by this little squiggle and then P. It's going to have the truth value F and T. So when P is true, the negation is false. When P is false, the negation is true. Okay? It's the opposite truth value. Okay? So it doesn't. When our statement P is true, the negation, the opposite, has the opposite value, or it's false. Okay? Example: rectangle is quadrilateral. So that's true. A rectangle is not a quadrilateral. Well, in this case, that would be false. Okay, so the negation is just adding the word not sometimes. Okay, like I will not go there. Okay, for example, everyone in the class will get an A. Okay, that's a statement P. Now its truth value is T and F. The negation, not everyone will get an A. That's either F or T. Okay, that's the opposite. It's like flip the statement. Now let's hope that's true, but okay, compound statement. Let's blow this up so that you can write this. You don't need to see my face. Okay, compound statement is a statement is formed by two or more statements connected by the word and or. Okay. Yes, it's either and or. Now conjunction is basically the statement and. So if you see that little P and it looks like a hill, P and Q is true if and only if P and Q are true at both the same time. Disjunction is the word or. It means P or Q is true, okay? Now let's again look at truth tables, and if you did this already, congratulations, you're a step ahead of everyone else. You get to experience the truth tables. Now, does the book do truth tables? No. So this is kind of Mr. David's. So P, Q, we actually have 4 people. Why do we have 4? Because we have 2 different things. Okay. So P and Q and P or Q. I hope you can see all that. Yeah. So this would be true, and this is true, true, and this could be false. This could be false, and this could be true, or this could be false, and this could be false. Okay, there's 4 possibilities because there's a possibility when both are true, one is true, one's false, one's false, one's true, one's false, one's false. Okay? Now, and only is true if both are true. So that's true, false, false, false. Okay? So it's false if either one of them is false. However, the or means if one of them is true, it's true. So it's true in this category because both. It's true in this category because this one. It's true in this category because Q is true. It is false in this category. So notice that and has fewer options than or does. Okay? So conjunction limits where disjunction furthers. Okay? Okay, write each compound statement, then find its truth value. Okay, P, 60 seconds equals a minute. Q, congruent supplemental angles, each have a measure of 90 degrees, 90. R, negative 12 plus 11 is less than negative 1. Okay, P and Q. So 60 seconds equals a minute, and congruent supplement angles each have 90 degrees. Well, if they're congruent, that means they're equal. Supplement, that means they add to be 180. So congruent supplement means that they're equal and they add to 180, so they have to both be 90. Both of those statements are true, right? 60 seconds does equal a minute, and congruent supplemental angles must measure 90 degrees. That would mean that we have a true statement. Not P. So 60 seconds does not equal a minute, or congruent supplemental angles each have a measurement of 90. So if one of those statements is true, we still are true. Which statement is true? Q is true in this case, right? Congruent supplement angles each have a measure of 90 degrees. So even though not P, let's get some laser pointer here. Let's use blue. I like blue. So even though this is not true, right? This is false. Even though this is false right here, this right here, this statement, where it's measured 90, that's true. So then this or right here means that we got a true statement, okay? And requires this to be true and this to be true, okay? Now, I don't know if you hear me, but, okay, not P. So 60 seconds does not equal a minute. Is that true? Well, that's false. Okay, what about R right here? Is this true? Negative 12 plus 11 is minus 1. Is minus 1 less than minus 1? No, so this is false, okay? But the opposite, this statement, is that true? Well, this says an equal sign right here, right? So this is actually going to be a true statement. But, you see the and? This and, what does that require? That requires both of them to be true, so then this is definitely going to be a false statement. Okay? I don't know if I could just erase all. Oh, look at that. Okay? Let's go back to clicking. Okay, conditional statements. Conditional statement is a statement that can be written in the form in if-then form. We talked about this. If P, then Q. So P is our hypothesis, Q is our conclusion, okay? And we're going to stop here with this conditional slide, okay? So write this down. P is our hypothesis. It is always written after the if, and Q is the consequence of that if, okay? Thank you so much. We'll come back